just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Or conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
21. 1, Omaha. Hey, gun.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Goodwin. The 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Redskins 21, 49ers 7. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. Evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
I got you.
Now Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, wahoo! 12, fellas, here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete. That's Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers! Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are back within a single score. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Coleman now. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. 77 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
You draw portion.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line. Garoppolo already over 200 yards in this first quarter. And he's got another 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Garoppolo now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 14. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but Let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Bandit. Deuce.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I want that.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
21. 12. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. 51.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Here's Coleman. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Switch.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack on 1st down, Haskins, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now Haskins to throw it. Jordan Reed has it, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Haskins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this first half.
49ers 22. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, check. 21. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game is... really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield and points are going on the board.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Haskins on first down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, gun, stand!
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Hey, gun!
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. On second down, it's Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead cut down to 9.
Next to score, Redskins 52, 49ers 43.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Hey, my 7. I got you.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
61, match back, right.
At the 27-yard line.
Check.
11. 2. Hey, seam 6. Hey, gun.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the boot.
Hey, gun.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
On second down, a run with Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
You better be afraid of me. 1, Omaha.
57's the mic.
Hey, exit.
I'm going to run you over.
11.
Switch.
I got you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Lock. Boy. Hey, gun.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, watch it.
21.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Hey, Haywood. I got you.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think that...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 66 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Garoppolo on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Hey, pick your game up. 57.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, gun. Cut.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
We got to step it up. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, watch the leg.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, this to McLaurin out on the left side.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Neil, check three. Elbow.
Haskins on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now it's Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Not here. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Haskins to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Throwing now is Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 46 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out. Check 24. Check 24.
12, fellas. Here we go. I got you.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up first and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Target.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
51 Mike. Mike
Hey, Orbit.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the